What if I told you there's a global mining giant trading at just $10.13 that's offering a huge 7.41% dividend yield? Meet Vale S.A, Brazilian commodity giant that might look like a penny stock, but it's backed by solid fundamentals. With a market cap of $43 billion and an enterprise value of $59.33 billion, Vale is a heavyweight in metals and mining. Over the past year, it generated $36.89 billion in revenue and $5.49 billion in net profit, giving it an earnings per share of $1.28. Yet, the stock is down 7.32% in the last 12 months, possibly opening a value opportunity. The current PE ratio is just 7.89, and forward PE is even lower at 5.24, suggesting investors are undervaluing its earnings potential. But beware, dividend payouts have declined by over 42% year over year, and the company now pays 75 cents per share, which still results in a solid payout ratio of 58.45%. Meanwhile, the shareholder yield is a generous 8.61%, including a 1.21% buyback yield. From a financial health perspective, Vale has $4 billion in cash, but carries $18.57 billion in debt, leading to a net cash position of negative $14.57 billion, or negative $3.41 per share. However, its debt-to-equity ratio is low at 0.51, and it boasts a strong interest coverage ratio of 7.90, meaning it can handle its debt obligations comfortably. Operationally, Vale delivers solid margins, a gross margin of 35.45%, operating margin of 27.51%, and profit margin of 14.88%. The EV over EBITDA ratio is 4.59, and EV over FCF is a bit concerning at 50.42, which signals its free cash flow generation might be strained relative to its valuation. In the last 12 months, the company produced $1.18 billion in free cash flow, or $0.28 per share, with a FCF margin of 3.19% and a FCF yield of just 2.73%. Still, Vale remains efficient, with a return on equity of 15%, ROIC of 12.2%, and ROCE of 14.44%. It proves capable of delivering value. It has a moderate asset turnover of 0.45 and inventory turnover of 5.04, showing decent operational utilization. On the employee front, the company employs over 64,600 people, generating $571,000 in revenue per employee, though profits per employee remain modest at $84,939. The stock's beta is 1.05, meaning its volatility is close to the overall market, while its RSI of 58.89 shows it's in a neutral zone technically. On the short interest side, only 1.58% of shares are shorted, suggesting minimal bearish sentiment. Lastly, mark your calendar. Vale's next earnings date is August 1st. 2025, a critical moment to watch. So the big question is Vale a high-yield value play hiding in plain sight, or a dividend trap in the making? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more global stock insights.